Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and this is just a quick news update in regards to tomorrow's patch that was due to go live. It has now been delayed to next week. There is no exact release date as to when it will be, but we did get the patch notes that will be coming along with it. So what I wanted to do was just quickly go over everything that's in this update and pretty much what we can expect next week when the patch does go live. Now, as far as I know, they don't have any issues with the skin and the emote going up in the next 2 days, so I think that should still be able to go live on time. From what Ben has tweeted out, it seems like there is going to be delay with the patch because there was a game-breaking error that they found right before they were going to go live with it, and they were basically doing final testing and something did happen to break. So what I'm going to do is just go over the release notes for you guys and we will get straight into it. So the first thing to expect in co-op is going to be some changes. So they've made various balancing changes on various co-op maps: Commando, Felucia, and Geonosis. The changes include tweaking AI and human player spawn points, adding props for coverage, adjusting number of command posts per phase, adjusting the areas of effect around command posts. They've also adjusted the spawn rate of enemy hero AI. They've added scoring when completing a phase on co-op. They fixed an issue that would remove the timer when the player would go in and out of bounds area when playing the co-op maps. And they've fixed an issue where the intro camera on Naboo and Kamino would occasionally make a jarring movement. The final thing they fixed for co-op was an issue where you could get Separatist announcer voiceover at the end of a co-op game if you played as a Wookiee warrior. So all of that has now been fixed. Let's get into the AI fixes. So they've fixed an issue where not all hero AI would spawn on games of instant action. They've fixed an issue that would cause AI players to occasionally stand still when standing on the end of a path. Several improvements to the behavior of hero AI carrying lightsabers. The lightsaber carrying heroes should now be able to get closer to targets and play more offensive, which is going to be more of a challenge for you guys. The different default appearances have been set up for the AI on co-op and instant action. The 212th Battalion for the Galactic Republic AI on Geonosis, the default Phase 1 for Galactic Republic on Kamino, the 104th Wolf Pack on Kamino, 41st Elite Corps Phase 2 for Galactic Republic players on Kashyyyk, the 327th on Felucia, the 501st on Naboo, and for the B1 battle droids, the Geonosis appearance for Separatist players, and then the Jungle appearance when on Kashyyyk. So they've changed the default skins for each map depending on what you're playing and which side of the factions you are playing. A couple of quick changes to Capital Supremacy as well. They've added a panel as the destruction objective on the reactor cores on the Republic attack cruiser. This is to direct where players can shoot at and where defenders have to keep their attention. Players are now required to shoot at a panel on the reactor core to reduce its health. They've also added a radar icon for the ATTE on Felucia, and they've fixed an issue where the capital ship voiceover announcer would mention capture points even when you return to a capital ship after having beaten the first phase. A couple of Heroes vs Villains changes following this. Hero dodging will not be cancelling grenade throwing for Leia and Lando, so basically if you do a roll you will still be able to throw out their grenade. They've also fixed an issue where blaster carrying heroes would run at the same speed as regular troopers, so this has now been increased. Chewbacca's Furious Bowcaster animation has been tweaked. The animation was sped up by half a second. Chewie now goes out on the animation state half a second earlier, and they've removed additional camera movement during activation. In terms of updates for Finn, they fixed an issue where his undercover team would not grant increased speed to troopers, and that's pretty much the only change they did for him. Kylo Ren's changes were that they reduced the damage caused by the Power of Darkness star card from 14 to 11 to 8 to 5, so that has been nerfed. Darth Vader is going to get some changes as well. They've removed the damage reduction during the Force Choke ability, which I think is quite a good change to counterbalance the recent change that he also got where he is now getting more stamina to swing his lightsaber. They've changed the description of the Fueling the Rage star card to Focused Rage has an active duration time extended by 6 seconds, but its bonus damage is reduced. Small little changes to Boba as well. They said they've changed the description of the anti-hero rockets, changed the description of the Intense Barrage star card, and they've reduced the active time of Boba Fett's concussion rocket from 1 to 0, allowing the player to act right after the grenade is fired. So that's a good change for Boba there, and then a couple of star card descriptions as well. Finally, from this, there are going to be some trooper reinforcement and vehicle changes. They've fixed an issue with the increased damage reduction for Clone Commando's battle focus damage. This will now be 25%, which is something I spoke about in an earlier video. It's currently sitting at 50% and is way too powerful. They've now reduced that back to 25. They've also improved the aiming when playing on a speeder. Obviously the last changes that they made didn't work out very well, so they have changed them again. And finally, they've also fixed an issue that would cause various gameplay issues for players who are under the impact of Officer's Flash Grenade. These issues would include force abilities not having an impact on affected players, as well as lightsaber blocking and immunity while dodging not working correctly. So a lot of different changes from heroes to vehicles to game mode changes, different bits and pieces that are coming to the game next week. Again, this is just a patch. This is not the actual October update. That is going to be coming at the end of the month. Like I said earlier, I don't think this is going to affect the hero skin coming for Luke Skywalker in the next couple of days, or the emote for Darth Maul. That should still be going live as far as I am aware. I will keep you guys updated if anything does change, but I hope you enjoyed this quick little news update. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. May the Force be with you always.
The Sith are all powerful. You are no match for me.